Welcome to the Sheltered Instruction Observation Protocol video on building background knowledge.
This is the second video about SIOP for the St. Charles School District. SIOP is a framework for well-developed, well-prepared lessons in any subject area.
It is an effective best practice with ELL students, but works well with all students.
Today our focus is on building background. Watch as Kim explains how background helps her students with new learning.
Well, I think it helps them because they have something that they can draw from, that they understand, it's something that they're familiar with. And especially with the vocabulary, if you can build some kind of background to help them learn a new word, if it's something that they can relate to, it helps them remember that word and understand that word. And if you can pull root words out of longer words that they can understand, I think that it just makes learning easier for them. And it really motivates them a lot more if they understand it.
We will learn about the 3 features included in building background. These features are: concepts are linked to students' own background knowledge, also to their past learning, and finally, key vocabulary is emphasized.
Our ELL students often require scaffolding because they may not have the academic vocabulary or background knowledge to understand the concepts presented.
There are several reasons for building students' background knowledge. It is important to note that different experiences does not mean a deficit in background experiences. They're just different.
An example of this is that ELL students are living parallel lives to our students who are native. For example, they know we celebrate certain holidays, but don't necessarily know why the holiday is celebrated, like Halloween or St. Patrick's Day.
Their community experiences might be different as well. They may not have ever been to the arch or firework displays, an amusement park, a ball game, a theatrical play, or a musical event in an auditorium or an amphitheater.
Family experiences might be different based on family structure and socioeconomic, religious, or nationality, ethnic backgrounds.
When building a student's background, it is important to make sure the background building experience is relevant. For example, a video showing an out-of-date cartoon character like Bart Simpson or the Jetsons may not be culturally relevant to an ELL student.
Another example would be a brain pop with a lot of language from a talking robot about the abolitionists. It might not help build background as well as simply showing a picture from the time period.
Feature 7 is all about linking the lesson to our students' background experiences.
Ways we can do this are teaching vocabulary as a pre-reading step,
providing experiences like pictures, stories, videos, or real items,
or introduce a conceptual framework to help develop background information like graphic organizers and chapter previews.
Watch as Ms. Wickett has students share their background knowledge and prior knowledge through a word sort.
Activity. The lesson today is about Black History Month. It's kind of a big idea, trying to hit background knowledge on a difficult subject. I like students to see if they can come up with a big idea. So we had a word sort. On your desk, you have a small envelope. You don't need to open the envelope just yet because I want to explain it to you. There were approximately 20 words in an envelope. They had to take the words out of the envelope and sort them, categorize them any which way they wanted to see if they could determine the meaning of those words and then the big idea of the lesson. You're just taking these words to see what you know, see if you can categorize them, and then your goal is to learn from one another. It provides an opportunity for them not only to get to learn from one another, but there's really no wrong answer. They take risks because they know they're not going to get shot down. You're working with your group, there are no wrong answers. that level of comfort, allows them to just be free with their thoughts. So once we create that, then I'm able to look at the student and say, okay, let's go from here. Let's see what you can do now. It's kind of a warm-up activity. Let's see what you know. Let's talk about pronunciation of words. Let's see if you can learn something new. You guys doing okay? What did you guys choose? Give me one of your ideas. Journey, route, and north.
Because like on journeys, you could go like north.
You usually have a route on a journey, right? The word sorts are extremely powerful because they are not only able to cooperatively learn, but they're also able to make connections to other things. A whip with slave catcher, why'd you put those together?
Because in old times, white people whipped them to get the slaves.
Really? Love the way that I hear lots of positive comments. In talking to some of you, I got to see how much you know about this topic, also how much we need to learn about this topic. Who wants to share one category that you guys feel really strongly about? You're like, oh yeah, this is for sure something I think goes together. This is for sure. Frausto?
1821, Abraham Lincoln, Civil War, Harriet Tubman, plantation, and route.
And why did you choose those words?
Because people had to find routes to escape.
Okay. And then it gives me a lot of information. It directed my teaching points throughout the rest of the time because I was able to refer back to a lot of the comments they made during the word sort. Is there one word that stands out to you that you're like, oh man, I don't know what this is. I don't know. I can't even say it, but I'm gonna try. Casey, what word stood out to you? Yeah, something like that. Anyone else want to take another shot at the word? But you're right, that was close. That sounds a lot like it, Sam.
Segregation.
Segregation. Aubrey?
Racism.
Okay, so the purpose of this activity is to say, okay, these are some of the terms I need to know. Here's what I already know. Maybe I can learn from others. What you're going to do now is as we go through the lessons, we're going to talk about some of the words that you didn't know and some of the ones that you actually felt strongly about. At this
Feature 8 is all about linking the lesson to what you have been learning about.
Watch as Shelley links a first grade fiction lesson to students' prior learning.
What did we do first in our fiction books right here? We made up a character. How do you imagine their adventures? I know you guys are reading exactly what's on here, but what does that one mean? Rose?
You close your eyes and imagine what your person would do.
Before you start writing words down, you can imagine it. Then you touch each page and say, the story to yourself. Then sketch it and write, right? So you guys have become super, super awesome fiction writers because you followed this. We've also talked about good endings. So today we're going to talk about something else that you guys are kind of already doing. Some of you are already doing with your characters, and some of you are thinking about doing it. So that is writing a series book. Do you
Watch as Kim links her conversion lesson to students' knowledge of measurement.
Primary system which we use in the United States. And so we've been taking out our rulers and our yardsticks and we've been measuring in inches and in yards and in feet. So what we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about something called conversion or converting units.
Feature 9 is all about emphasizing vocabulary.
Please read about why vocabulary development is critical for English language learners.
Watch as Kim teaches a vocabulary lesson on conversion.
Do first is I would like for you to take out your vocabulary booklet and I'd like you to find a spot in your vocabulary booklet And I would like for you to write the word conversion. So go ahead and write that in. And then we have the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I would like for you to decide if your information about what you know about that word, if you're a 1, that means you really never heard of that word before. If you are a 2, you're going to put that, I've heard of that word, but I really couldn't tell you what that means. And if you're a 3, you'll be like, yep, I know that word and I can give a definition. And a 4 would mean you know a lot about that word. You could give me a definition. You could give me an example. Maybe you can give me a non-example, what it doesn't mean. So that means you're really brilliant with this word. Okay, so go ahead and write that. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and we're going to talk about what conversion means. And then I'm going to kind of show you a little bit of some examples about where you might hear the word conversion or converting in language. Okay, so I brought with me.
The journey to better instruction will continue.
For more information, please contact your PD representative, ELL teacher, instructional coach, or administrator.
Thank you for your participation. Sincerely, the SIOP Committee.